The silver paperclip lies perfectly straight across the formica where your teacup used to sit. You unbent the wire while you explained the day. Work in the middle until the loop wouldn't fit. I watched your fingers bend the tiny steel curve, listening to reason like a quiet, patient boy. You spoke about timing, preserved every nerve, treating our history like a warm plastic toy. I didn't argue when you stood to leave. I didn't ask if there was someone new. My chest feels hollow, but I can't even grieve, just tracing the scratches you left in my view. I'm holding conversation with my own slow breath, counting up the ways we let the quiet grow. Love didn't end with a dramatic death, it just lost its shape until we had to let go. Now the silence in my kitchen feels impossibly loud, and I'm rationalizing every single thing you said, standing in the shadows of a two-person crowd, replaying the exit inside of my head. My phone screen lights up with a notification, just a grocery deal, not a sign from your hand. I almost texted you my resignation, forget all the boundaries that we carefully planned. I wonder if you're driving with the windows rolled down, or if you felt relief the moment you hit the street. I'm trapped in the quietest corner of town, staring at a wire that will never meet. I didn't argue when you stood to leave. I didn't ask if there was someone new. My chest feels hollow, but I can't even grieve, just tracing the scratches you left in my view. I'm holding conversation with my own slow breath, counting up the ways we let the quiet grow. Love didn't end with a dramatic death, it just lost its shape until we had to let go. Now the silence in my kitchen feels impossibly loud, and I'm rationalizing every single thing you said, standing in the shadows of a two-person crowd, replaying the exit inside of my head. Maybe tomorrow I will clear off the surface, throw out the wire and scrub down the pine. Right now keeping quiet is my only true purpose, protecting the delusion that you were ever mine. I try to bend the middle back to how it was before, but it snaps right in half at the centerfold. Some things can't be fixed once you walk out that door. Some stories turn fragile the moment they're told. Two broken pieces on the wooden board, no bouncing, no final chord, just me and the wire you left behind. Just me, slowly losing my mind.
Translucent red dot rests still on the glass, showing for the white pips under dim light. I haven't wrote it since you packed your coat last night. The Bluetooth speaker keeps asking if I wanna play your mix. I tap the surface twice and let the silence stay fixed. We built an entire language out of half-finished sentences. Now every word in my head comes back with compound interest. My reflection in the television screen looks unfamiliar. I catch myself rehearsing explanations I will never send. We didn't throw plates or scream across the room. We just slowly let the future run out of room. I'm talking to myself in a room designed for two, trying to figure out where the devotion went through. You took your spare key and left your favorite cup. I keep holding my breath, waiting for the system to boot back up. Love doesn't always shatter with the violent sound. Sometimes it just sits there while the apartment cools down. The algorithm suggested a movie we saved 3 weeks ago. I skipped the trailer because I already know how the end goes. Your toothbrush bite on the marble edge is completely dry. I told myself this morning I wouldn't search for a reason why. You left without a scene, just a soft click of the latch, leaving me with the box of old memories I can't seem to match. My reflection in the television screen looks unfamiliar. I catch myself rehearsing explanations I will never send. We didn't throw plates or scream across the room. We just slowly let the future run out of room. I'm talking to myself in a room designed for two, trying to figure out where the devotion went through. You took your spare key and left your favorite cup. I keep holding my breath, waiting for the system to boot back up. Love doesn't always shatter with a violent sound. Sometimes it just sits there while the apartment cools down. I pick up the red dot and feel the cool sharp square, thinking how we relied on luck when the truth was already there. You were moving forward while I was pacing the floor. We were two different people standing on opposite sides of a door. The translucent red dye rest still on the glass. 4 pips facing upward, waiting for a turn that won't come. I turn off the table lamp and let the dark take over. Peace tone backlight bleeds into this automated booth where you are folding your coat and I am dodging the truth. You saw me stare at my phone until the display went black and asked if the rain outside was keeping me from going back. I told you somebody left their keys on my glass coffee table, and I'm sitting right here because I'm currently unable to walk through a front door that smells like her favorite tea. You do not know my last name or where I work during the day, which makes it easier to tell you what I could not say. I watch your silver rings reflect against the soft acrylic shelf while I explain how two people gradually lose themselves. Tell me a story if it helps to pass the quiet hours. I will trade my ending for whatever crushed yours. We are two passing ghosts under a peach-tinted sky, learning how to say goodbye to people who are still alive. It is safer with a stranger who does not expect my call, holding pieces of a love that didn't survive the fall. You slide your synthetic tee across the polished veneer, saying your 5-year plan dissolved at the start of this year. He packed his digital synth and left the lease in your name, and now you're at the night loop just to escape the frame. We laugh at how stupid it feels to mourn a shared couch while heavy drops hit the glass and turn to streams down down south. You do not know my hometown, what the mistakes I try to hide, which makes it painless to lay all this damage out inside. I watch your silver rings reflect against the soft acrylic shelf, knowing neither one of us can fix this by ourselves. Tell me your story if it helps to pass the quiet hours. I will trade my ending for whatever crushed yours. We are two passing ghosts under a peach-tinted sky, learning how to say goodbye to people who are still alive. It is safer with a stranger who does not expect my call, holding pieces of a love that didn't survive the fall. Tomorrow I will walk back inside my quiet apartment, clear off her coffee mugs and figure out where the heart went. And you will take the morning train to a desk across town, carrying none of the weight that I just laid down. Thank you for listening without giving advice I did not ask for. The peach backlight dims as the next transit arrives. Take care of yourself out there in your other lives. No contact numbers exchanged, no promises named, just two heartbreaks watching the color fade. Yesterday you noted that I drink my tea cold. You left your charger plug behind the velvet couch. Your left sneaker sits 3 inches off the rug line. A silver hairpin rests beside the tray where I keep my keys. You used to turn the TV volume down to 19 every night. Now the screen stays dark, muted and still. Are you making a list of the ways you stepped away? Not with a sudden storm, just a slow and quiet fade. The plastic cap left off the toothpaste on the glass rim. The sound of the apartment growing wider at the edges. These are the tiny details that carry the weight. The way you stopped leaving your denim jacket by the gate. A half-folded receipt, a shadow on the wood floor. The faint cap was shifting, now you pulled the front door. Love didn't shatter with a heavy crash, it just settled down into a catalog of small observations. You said yesterday that this kitchen felt taller than before. Your favorite ceramic mug has a faint lip tint on the rim. You took the green toothbrush but left the travel too behind. You shared playlists, paused on track for 40 seconds in. The bathroom mirror holds the print where your palm pressed a clear oval smudge that I refuse to wipe away. I keep counting the evidence left around the room, small clear proofs of a space that ran out of room. The habit of holding your breath right before you sigh, the polite even tone when you told me goodbye. These are the tiny details that carry the way you stopped leaving your denim jacket by the gate. A half-folded receipt, a shadow on the wood floor. The faint cable shifted, now you pulled the front door. Love didn't shatter with a heavy crash, it just settled down into a catalog of small observations. Your thumbprint on the stainless steel handle of the fridge. The fact you haven't checked your mail since Tuesday afternoon. You shifted your watch to your right wrist last week. Every subtle adjustment was telling me you were already gone, and I was just sitting here taking inventory of the distance. Yesterday you noted I drank my tea cold. Today I drank it before it went cold. One less observation to add just a silent room on a moving stage. Your key rests in the dish, the door stays closed.
Where does the temperature go when the bedroom turns back into just a room? My phone screen dims to 15% in the dark. Your half-empty bottle of electrolyte water is still on the shelf, vibrating with the low bass from the floor below. I was thinking about the way you held the steering wheel with 2 fingers. No, wait, I was thinking about your sister's apartment in the city, or maybe just the blue location dot on my map that stopped moving toward my street 2 nights ago. The smart climate control clicks twice and switches off. I scroll back to late March, then close the app before it loads. Did you mean it when you said I overthink the quiet parts? Or were you just trying to clear your head before the elevator door slid shut? My thoughts keep skipping like a scratched audio file. I am sitting on the edge of the mattress with my thumb resting on your muted profile. Maybe love is just a system reboot that failed halfway through the update. We built a whole micro world out of late night delivery orders and soft-spoken promises. And I am swimming through the data debris, trying to figure out where I end and you begin. The mist outside taps an irregular beat against the soundproof pane. 4 in the morning to 5, the digits on the wall clock lose their meaning. I suddenly remember the damp wool smell of your coat in the back of that ride chair. Then I remembered the tiny polite sigh you made right before you unlinked our shared calendar. It was so clean, so effortless, like clearing a low battery notification. Why am I still holding my breath like you are about to scan yourself through my front gate? The ambient lounge shift automatically into amber night mode. I trace your initials in the mist of my glass, then rub it flat before it can run down. Did you really care about me, or did you just like the reflection of yourself in my eyes? I do not think there is an answer waiting anywhere in this frame. My thoughts keep skipping like a scratched audio file. I am sitting on the edge of the mattress with my thumb resting on your muted profile. Maybe love is just a system reboot that failed halfway through the update. We built a whole micro world out of late night delivery orders and soft-spoken promises. And I am swimming through the data debris, trying to figure out where I end and you begin. Disconnect, reconnect, cloud storage full of compressed voice notes. I will never play again. A sudden memory of your sudden laugh hits me like a draft through an open door, loud and warm. Then the silence rushes back and turning my color cold. Is this what moving on feels like? Or am I just numb from staring at the dark? One train of thought leads straight into the next until I cannot feel my own hands. Where does the heat go? Does it just linger inside the drywall until someone else moves in? Next summer, a blinking cursor on a blank message thread. Delete, delete, nothing left worth sending.
Cast iron legs of this velvet seat, press heavy into the hardwood floor. I sit right here where you used to sit, watching shadows stretch across the door. You're holding your breath by the window frame, thinking love is a thing you win. You think if you yield just an inch tonight, the cold will never let you back in. Listen to me from 10 years days ahead, taking knuckles off the cold glass pane. The ending you dread won't destroy your life, it only clears away the strain. You think that losing her means losing your mind. You count every quiet mistake you left behind. But I am the future you're scared to see, and I swear we turned out fine. Let her walk through the front gate, let the doorway go dark. Stop trying to save every lingering spark. You fall out of love just as deep as you fell. I'm writing this back to the boy in that shell. The quiet that comes when she leaves isn't harm. It's just space for your own steady arm. I know how you count every late night call, like a balance sheet in your head. You think if you buy her another hour, you can take back the things you said. That black leather jacket you bought for her birthday is folded away in a box. You survive the clean silence that follows the click of a double turn locks. You don't have to break your own bones to fit inside a room where her heart grew small. You don't have to answer the morning light if you're not ready to stand up at all. You think that losing her means losing your mind. You count every quiet mistake you left behind. But I am the future you're scared to see, and I swear we turned out fine. Let her walk through the front gate, let the doorway go dark. Stop trying to save every lingering spark. You fall out of love just as deep as you fell. I'm writing this back to the boy in that shell. The quiet that comes when she leaves isn't harm. It's just space for your own steady arm. I remember the panic that hit your chest when her key hit the wooden bowl. You thought that a parting of two young lives meant an actual tear in the soul. It isn't a tear, it's a folding of skin, a scar that turns smooth in time. She gets her own life, you get back yours, and I get to keep what is mine. Let her walk through the front gate, let the doorway go dark. Stop trying to save every lingering spark. You fall out of love just as deep as you fell. I'm writing this back to the boy in that shell. The quiet that comes when she leaves isn't harm. It's just space for your own steady arm. Put down the pen you're holding tonight. Stop replaying how you didn't love right. The seat stays heavy, the floor stays still. If you don't save us, time certainly will.
Shine halogen hums above this quiet counter, bleeding blue against the ice inside my glass. You sit two stools down, ordering black coffee, watching how I stare into the passing glass. You ask me why I'm sitting with an open jacket in the middle of November with no place to go. I tell you that the apartment got too warm to breathe in, and love gets heavy when it starts to snow. I do not even know your name, you do not even know my past. Just two shadows in the frame, waiting for the night to pass. Tell me how you leave someone you still believe in, how you pack a quiet heart into a moving car. You are just a stranger with a neutral story, sitting in the glow of a 24-hour bar. slowly, and you adjust your collar, saying you were broken by a girl back home. You tell me that the silence in a split-up bedroom is a loud kind of quiet that you take alone. We swap the records like we are trading jacket sizes. No stakes attached to anything we admit. You drink your coffee while I watch the street light, finding comfort in the places where the shadows fit. I do not even know your name, you do not even know my past. Just two shadows in the frame, waiting for the night to pass. Tell me how you leave someone you still believe in, how you pack a quiet heart into a moving car. You are just a stranger with a neutral story, sitting in the glow of a 24-hour bar. I speak his name to someone who will not care tomorrow, and somehow that is the only way the fever breaks. No promises to keep when the sky turns gray. No heavy baggage you need to carry for me. Just two honest voices in a quiet diner, setting small pieces of our memories free. Shine halogen dims as the city shifts its weight. You leave a folded tip and you slide away. Thanks for listening to what I could not say. Just a stranger in the glow, just a stranger. You said last time my voice sounded synthetic. You mentioned how the apartment felt too cold. I counted 3 times that you checked your smartwatch, watching the status LED turn gold. Your phone screen stayed turned down against the glass top. You left your charger hanging near the wall. A list of little habits shifting sideways, and I sat back and documented it all. You used to drink your water at room temp. Now you add ice until the tumbler sweats. You take the long route home across the crossway. You pay the tab before the table set. It's in the micro adjustments that you make, the half-inch space you leave beside my knee, the way you say my name without the soften, the subtle way you're untangling from me. I keep a catalog of every tiny tell. You think you're quiet, but I know you well. You left the bedroom doorway cracked 2 inches, when you used to sleep with every latch pulled tight. You kept your jacket on through full conversations, like you were ready for a mid-hour flight. Your rings are missing from the nightstand coaster. Your sneakers print directly at the floor. Small observations lining up like markers, proving what we aren't anymore. You used to leave your keys beside my wallet. Now they stay hidden in your coat pocket. You used to glance back twice before you walked out. Now you just step through and let it lock it. It's in the micro adjustments that you make, the half-inch space you leave beside my knee, the way you say my name without the soften, the subtle way you're untangling from me. I keep a catalog of every tiny tell. You think you're quiet, but I know you well. Yesterday's comment was the first real sign, a subtle sentence pulling at the thread. Now all the tiny pieces fall in sequence, confirming every sentence left unsaid. The tone shift, the posture, the distance night I sounded like a stranger. Maybe because I'm watching you drift out, one tiny detail at a time, one small observation at a time. I noticed every single one. Coarse waffle cotton scratches my thumb as I drag my wrist along the collar. Just one touch and the present goes numb, pulling me backward into mid-month rain. Your oversizedness sitting heavy on my chest, smell of cedar wood drowning in the wash. I run my fingers down the raised ribbon and suddenly your forehead is resting right here. We were standing by the damp balcony glass, calculating how much distance we could afford. You pressed your face into this exact sleeve, breathing out the words you couldn't say aloud. Now I am trapped in the weave of that Tuesday night. Rewind on loop every time I touch the seam. We were close enough to share a single breath, humming through the threads like an electric current. Loving you was soft, leaving you was rough, and I can never unthread your ghost from this fabric. I remember the static spark when you pulled it off, tossing it across the corner of the unmade mattress. Yeah, yeah. You said some materials are made to stretch, but neither of us noticed when the tension snapped. My apartment hums with smart lights on low, rendering everything in sterile shades of gray, while this sleeve holds the only warm spectrum left. We were standing by the damp balcony glass, calculating how much distance we could afford. You pressed your face into this exact sleeve, breathing out the words you couldn't say aloud. Now I am trapped in the weave of that Tuesday night. Rewind on loop every time I touch the seam. We were close enough to share a single breath, humming through the threads like an electric current. Loving you was soft, leaving you was rough, and I can never unthread your ghost from this fabric. Sensors on my skin remember the exact pressure when your fingers caught in the hem before you left. I pulled the cuffs down over my knuckles, trying to reconstruct the friction of us, rebuilding a tactile ghost from a simple weave. Ripped cotton and loose ends, just a memory pulled far too tight. Frayed at the wrist, frayed where we used to meet. On the bedside wall, and to close my eyes to fast forward through the years. I picture a rainy Tuesday in 2038, stepping off the magnetic shuttle at the downtown gate. You'll be wearing a tailored coat I've never seen, holding a warm paper cup, staring at a screen. We'll make sudden eye contact through the morning crowd. Two former lovers in a world that got too loud. You won't know my home access code anymore. I won't know the name of the dog sitting by your door. We'll stand on opposite just a memory left. I imagine your voice losing its familiar cadence, filtered through a red check-in call years down the line. You'll say a new job keeps you busy near the coast, and I'll play it cool, acting like I don't see your ghost. We'll discuss the weather like polite old friends do, carefully avoiding every private joke we ever knew. You won't know my home access code anymore. I won't know the name of the dog sitting by your door. We'll stand on opposite sides of the glass divider, deciding if a quiet night is all we have left inside us. I'm already mourning the stranger you become. I'm practicing how to smile when I hear your name from someone. Someday we'll walk right past without touching hands, living in separate cities we never planned. Right now your heavy arm is resting on my chest, but I'm staring at a future where we're just a memory left. It breaks my heart how passion turns to protocol. We built a whole world just to watch the pillars fall. I can feel your quiet heartbeat pressing into mine tonight, while my mind is 10 years away, standing in the gray light. You roll over in your sleep and pull the blanket tight. I hold you a little closer while I still know how, before the timeline takes you out of my sight, before you become a stranger on the train, before I learn how to live with just the rain. Yeah. Your brass house key sits heavy on the glass table. It glimmers beneath the blue ambient strip I installed last June. I stare at the door, reflection of my own tired eyes in the chrome frame. You left your spare life behind without saying a word. I catch myself waiting for the front door lock to click. The thumb traces the cold groove where your initials used to rest. We spent 3 years building a shared digital archive. Now every file is marked for permanent deletion. I feel the room temperature dropping against my bare skin. The quiet speaks louder than any defense from your tongue. I am drowning in the stillness of this space tonight, holding on to phantom signals in the violet light. We promised we would soft land if we ever hit the floor. Now I am having conversations with an empty door. Love became a pattern that we forgot to keep. And now your absence is the only thing that runs too deep. The faint scent of your bergamot lotion lingers near the windowsill. I scroll back through months of message threads, seeking a shift. Where did the trajectory bend from forever into zero? I wanted to be a sanctuary, not a tragic hero. I shift the brass key 2 inches to the right, a small adjustment in a room deprived of light. We spent 3 years building a shared digital archive. Now every file is marked for permanent deletion. I feel the room temperature dropping against my bare skin. The quiet speaks louder than any defense from your tongue. I am drowning in the drop into the street below. Disconnect the sync loops and let the rest go. But clearing your profile feels like wiping out my mind. I'm standing in the exact silhouette you left behind. The key remains on the glass surface, a tiny piece of brass holding 3 years of gravity. I leave the lights off, I leave the key right there, just sitting on the glass. The heavy hiss of bus air brakes echoes off the pavement, rattling the glass right where you lean your tired head. I brought warm tea from the corner store downstairs and set it on the table while you reread what he said. You hadn't moved an inch since 20 past 7, watching your phone screen dim and light back up. I know that quiet look when someone breaks a promise. I see the way your knuckles lock around the cup. You don't need to play it strong for me, you don't need to try and make it make sense. If love fell apart in a 10-minute call, I'll sit right here and help you rebuild your fence. Let the apartment get dark if you want to. I am not going anywhere tonight. He took his jacket, but he didn't take your future. Even if it feels impossible to see the light, cry till your throat feels raw, my friend. I'll keep the noise outside the frame. When love walks out, I will stay right in. Another delivery engine revs down on the corner, slick tires pulling through the midnight rain. You tell me how he packed his bags in 15 flat, like 3 whole years with just a shadow on the pane. I listen while you replay every single phrase, searching for the clue that you think you must have missed. But some people just don't know how to hold a heart, and you shouldn't blame yourself for being dismissed. You don't need to clean the living room, you don't need to act like you're okay. If love tore you open in this quiet little room, I'll hold the space while you process the pain. Let the apartment get dark if you want to. I am not going anywhere tonight. He took his jacket, but he didn't take your future. Even if it feels impossible to see the light, cry till your throat feels raw, my friend. I'll keep the noise outside the frame. When love walks out, I will stay right in. People walk away through digital blue feeds, deleting memories like they never held a name. But I remember who you were before he arrived, and I will remind you of your strength through the shame. It hurts right now, it feels like drowning in the cold, but you will breathe again, I swear it on my soul. Street lights flicker softly on the wall. Drink your tea, take your time. I am right here, we will get you through the night. Toasted vanilla fog drifts across the door frame. Nora folds her coat, her thumb slow and precise. Liam pretends to read a screen across the room, counting down the seconds on a digital device. They shared 4 years inside this 30-meter box. Now every silent second feels expensive and cold. She grabs her leather duffel by the cop epilogues, leaving behind the stories that they never told. She does not look back at his shadow on the glass. He does not ask her if she needs a place to stay. They let the heavy quiet swallow up the past, watching every promise slowly fade away. Now love is just a quiet hallway in the dark, two shadows standing right where they used to ignite a spark. She takes the descending stairs, he locks the deadbolt tight, and the world keeps spinning past him in the midnight light. No shouted words, no tears upon the floor. Just two people walking through an open door. Yeah, down on the boulevard, the neon signs glow pale. She taps her glowing wrist to hail an automated cab. He stands beside the window, watching her depart, feeling every hollow ache and phantom sting and stab. Her perfume still clings softly to his woven couch, a lingering reminder of the warmth they used to share. He resets the indoor climate 73 degrees, trying to burn a memory right out of the air. She does not look back at his shadow on the grass. He does not ask her if she needs a place to stay. They let the heavy quiet swallow up the past, watching every promise slowly fade away. Now love is just a quiet hallway in the dark, two shadows standing right where they used to ignite a spark. She takes the descending stairs, he locks the deadbolt tight, and the world keeps spinning past him in the midnight light. No shouted words, no tears upon the floor. Just two people walking through an open door. They used to think that ending meant a sudden loud collapse, a thunderstorm of anger or a break within the glass. But heartbreak in the future is a silent, clean divide, a quiet dilation of the feelings kept inside. He clears her saved playlist from his audio drive. She blocks his location while she tries to stay alive. Toasted vanilla fog drifts away into the hall. His apartment goes silent, no footsteps past the wall. Nora rides the taxi through the glowing city street. Liam turns the lights down low and retreats. Two lives detached, two futures reset clean. Nothing left between them but a darkened screen. Silence held the hallway still until a single recollection split the room. The smart glass window dimmed to 30% opacity. Outside, the automated cabs glided through the neon dusted bloom, while I stay frozen in the shadows where you used to be. Camera pan slowly past the two unwashed espresso cups. Focus shifts to where your ring print marks the velvet dust. You left your jacket on the low, mahogany stem. The ambient track is playing quiet and low. I reach for the air like I am holding your hand, watching our final scene start to slow. We were shot in high resolution, glowing under gentle minor key. Recall the way you held me when the world felt like too much. Zooming in on how your shadows used to cover me. Then the edit cut short to the doorway at 3. You pulled back your suitcase and you looked right through me. Depth of field blurs out the city in the background glass. Every frame of us was built on things that couldn't last. Director's cut is 20 extra minutes of us fighting underneath the harsh cold LED overhead lighting. No score plays, no violence swells to save the scene. Just static flickering across a blacked out screen. We were shot in high resolution, glowing under soft violet lights. Now the color grading shifts to monochrome on empty nights. I replay the fade out, the moment that you walked away. A cinematic parting cut in shades of gray. I am just an audience, watching the credits fold down in a quiet apartment in the middle of town. Freeze frame on the door as it clicks into place. High contrast light fading off of my face. The projector turns off, the room goes silent again. Cut to black. To black. Oh, glaze anchor, this swivel seat deep into the rug on a Tuesday night. I know you are sitting on that kitchen floor, crying over someone who is not right. You think it just will never stop. The egg holding on to promises bound to break. You keep checking your screen for a late reply, replaying every sentence till the tears run dry. I'm sitting 10 years past the place you bleed, and I promise you her love is not what you need. Let her go, let the silence take its space. Stop searching for a future in her face. You survive the night, she packs her bags and leaves. It is not the end of love, it is just how it breathes. You will find your peace inside a quiet room. Better days are waiting past the gloom. The heavy armchair you saved up to buy, you're standing right here where I write this down. You thought you could not make it through the year, lost inside the noise of a heartless town. She takes the dog, she takes the velvet blanket, and years from now you will be glad she left it. You keep checking your screen for a late reply, replaying every sentence till the tears run dry. I'm sitting 10 years past the place you bleed, and I promise you her love is not what you need. Let her go, let the silence take its space. Stop searching for a future in her face. You survive the night, she packs her bags and leaves. It is not the end of love, it is just how it breathes. You will find your peace inside a quiet room. Better days are waiting past the gloom. You think that losing her means losing who you are, chasing taillights underneath the fading star. But I'm breathing fine, my pulse is steady now. You will learn to live without her somehow. Put down the phone, young heart, and sleep tonight. The chair holds weight, but your chest is getting light. I promise you. We turn just fine. We turned out fine. Amber neon bleeds through tinted glass, casting orange stripes across our shoes. You sit 2 stools over with a paper cup, watching rain rewrite the midnight news. You ask me if the machine took my change, or if I just like the silence here. I tell you somebody packed their bags at 5 and left 5 years of noise inside my ear. You do not ask for names, you just nod your head. You pour a splash of cream and slide the sugar down the counter instead. You say the hardest part is the quiet when the door finally shuts. I say the hardest part is knowing that it cut me to the guts. We are 2 ghosts sitting in the amber light, trading stories that we will forget by daybreak. You tell me love is just a loan you pay back in the night, and I tell you how my chest begins to ache. No names exchanged, no promises to keep, just a stranger helping me fall half asleep. You show me a pale mark upon your ring finger where a band used to sit. You say it took 3 years to stop checking for the shine of it. I tell you about her denim jacket sitting on my closet floor, how I almost called it 3 times before I reached this door. You look away and say delete the number now. It burns like fire tonight, but time cools it out somehow. You do not give advice that sounds like a line. You just wipe the laminate table with the steady sign. You say people leave because they ran out of space to grow. I look down at my hands and whisper that I know. We are 2 ghosts sitting in the amber light, trading stories that we will forget by daybreak. You tell me love is just a loan you pay back in the night, and I tell you how my chest begins to ache. No names exchanged, no promises to keep, just a stranger helping me fall half asleep. The automated chime signals near the front arcade. Your shuttle is idling through the silver rain. You stand up slowly, pulling down your sleeve, and say the first night is the hardest one to leave. You leave $2 on the tray for my next cup, and walk out before the morning lights come up. Amber neon washes over the empty seat. Rain keeps falling, rhythm on the street. I throw the lukewarm coffee down the drain, walk into the exit, carrying less pain. Thank you, whomever you were. The amber light fades into her. Wet tire squeals against the sidewalk curb outside my window, splattering dark rainwater onto the glass while you stare at your screen. You haven't said a word since you unlocked my front door. Just dropped your jacket right where the hallway meets the rug. He left his keys on your counter and walked out the frame. Another rumble of late traffic is trying to fill up your space. You keep deleting drafts of text messages messages you will never send. Trying to mend the porcelain cup that shattered at both ends. Put the phone face down on the table. Take a breath right now, you are safe here. Unpack your bags on my couch tonight. Let this quiet living room hold the weight you carry through the rain. Love was never meant to feel like choking in an empty space. If you couldn't see a golden light, I will help you trace it again. So stay right here, let the tears come down. We can gather up the pieces when the sun comes back around. A delivery scooter hums a sharp pitch as it cuts down the block, and you flinch like every distant noise is a key inside your lock. 4 whole years of your life packed into cardboard boxes, sitting in the back of an express cab you were forced to call. You loved him hard enough to burn your own skin down. Now you are terrified to let another shadow touch the ground. You keep deleting drafts of text messages you will never send. Trying to mend the porcelain cup that shattered at both ends. Put the phone face down on the table. Take a breath right now, you are safe here. Unpack your bags on my couch tonight. Let this quiet living room hold the weight you carry through the rain. Love was never meant to feel like choking in an empty space. If you couldn't see a golden light, I will help you trace it again. So stay right here, let the tears come down. We can gather up the pieces when the sun comes back around. I know your chest feels like a vacant apartment, windows pushed open to the midnight cold. But you were whole long before you ever said his name, and you will be whole when the city tries its streets again. You do not have to act strong for me, just be broken until you are ready to stand. The street noise fades into background static. I am pouring tea in the dark kitchen for us two. You're going to survive this night, my friend. Unpack your bags on my couch. Just close your eyes now. Just rest your eyes. Frame mulberry silk rasps across my knuckle as I drag a thumb down the armchair seam. The weave is loose where your elbow used to rest, and suddenly the room drops 20 degrees. I'm standing in that rainy late November, watching you pull your scarf around your chin. The faint smell of damp wool and dry cedar wood, so clear it makes my skin start to spin. It's funny how a single thread can pull the ghost right through. I wasn't looking for you now, but touch remembers you. I'm caught in the friction of what we were, trapped in the weave where the edges blurred. You took the warmth, but you left the stitch. Every soft fiber flips a hidden switch. I hold the memory until it breaks my hold, rewinding love before it turned this cold. The tactile hum of this sofa cushion brings it back. Midnight on the rug, smart lights dim down low. Your fingers tracing circles through my cotton tee, whispering promises we didn't know we blow. We thought our love was woven double thick, unbreakable down to the molecular line, but threads unravel staples stop aligning at the same design. It's funny how a single thread can pull a ghost right through. I wasn't looking for you now, but touch remembers you. And caught in the friction of what we were, trapped in the weave where the edges blurred. You took the warmth, but you left the stitch. Every soft fiber flips a hidden switch. I hold the memory until it breaks my hold. Rewind in love before it turned this cold. Now the digital clock clicks silently into the late night hour, and the room returns to its modern quiet shade. In my hand lets go of the worn out lining, wishing memories could wash out or fade. But tactile ghost notes stay in the cloth, wearing down the heart till the feeling falls. Just a frayed mulberry thread under my hand, just an old memory I can't command. The fabric stays long after you leave. I let go of the weave. Oh, 5:18 frozen on the kitchen timer, and I lie awake sketching out the years. I picture you as someone slightly quieter, buying furniture you never wanted here. You'll have a coffee shop you visit every Tuesday, a sweet routine that I will never get to know. We'll pass through airport gates without a single gesture, just two strangers letting all the history go. It hasn't happened yet, your coat is on my floor. You're sleeping right beside me, breathing slow and warm, but I can see the outline of the closing door long before the winter turns into a storm. This is how it feels when we don't call each other anymore. Sitting in a future where your ghost leaves no footprint on my floor. We left until the quiet grew too heavy to ignore, and learned to live with everything we lost along the shore. I see you standing in a train car, 10 years older, checking messages on screens I'll never see. You wear that jacket with the tailored slate gray shoulders, a gift from someone who replaces me. I'll be somewhere in a high-rise downtown studio, pouring herbal tea while evening rain descends. We won't even be angry when the memory shows, just mild regret for how the finest story ends. It hasn't happened yet, your hand is in my hair. You whisper in my name like I'm your only home, but I can feel the distance building in the air, the quiet certainty that we will end alone. This is how it feels when we don't call each other anymore. Sitting in a future where your ghost leaves no footprint on my floor. We left until the quiet grew too heavy to ignore, and learned to live with everything we lost along the shore. Why am I grieving a horizon that hasn't arrived? Why do I mourn us while we're still alive? I touch your neck to keep the phantom far away, stealing tomorrow just to survive today. Who 5:18 ticks slowly beside me, pulling back the sheet. I hold you close before you're no longer mine, before the future makes the loss complete. You say yesterday my kitchen always felt too bright, like fluorescent lights in a hospital late at night. I noticed your tote bag was missing the shoulder strap. Your phone sat face down on the inductive charging pad. There was a half-inch of oat milk left inside the carton, and 2 unread texts from your mother about the garden. You wore that faded corduroy shirt with the loose top button, talking about the distance, like it was suddenly nothing. I keep a mental log of every little trace, every shift in your tone, every mark on your face. We used to call this devotion, now it's just evidence. Watching love turn into quiet self-defense. It's the bent corner of the metro pass you left. Ooh, the water rings drying on the bedside shelf. Ooh, it's the way you pause before you say my name, like checking the forecast that predicts the rain. I'm taking inventory while the silence grows, counting up the tiny ways a feeling goes. Your key ring is lighted by a single silver house key. You bought a brand of tea you never used to drink with me. Your shoes are laced tight like you were ready to run before the afternoon shadow even blocked out the sun. A single strand of dark hair stuck to my blue wool rug, a slight delay every time we attempt to hug. You leave your coffee spoon resting on the napkin edge. I stand 3 inches further from the window ledge. I keep a mental log of every little trace, every shift in your tone, every mark on your face. We used to call this devotion, now it's just evidence. Watching love turn into quiet self-defense. The bent corner of the metro pass you left. Ooh, the water rings drying on the bedside shelf. Ooh, it's the way you pause before you say my name, like checking the forecast that predicts the rain. I'm taking inventory while the silence grows, counting up the tiny ways a feeling goes. None of these things on their own would mean goodbye. An uncharged ear, but a dry look in your eye. But line them all up in a row across the floor, and they build a quiet hallway leading out the door. You say yesterday we were fine, just tired. So why does every small habit feel expired? One straight sock in the laundry bin, a drop bookmark where the chapter ends. You said yesterday we talk tomorrow. I count 3 drops of rain on the windowsill, and the quiet house stays still.
Damn cedar oil cozy entryway, where Marcus packs his heavy leather bag. Maya watches from the dark hallway, holding a lukewarm paper cup with a tag. 3 years of shattering, ending slow. No screaming matches on the floor tonight, just muted footsteps in the soft glow. Shadow figures in the hallway light. He checks his watch, he folds her arms. Neither one wants to sound alarm. The cab is idling down on third. They have run out of the final word. Static on her sleeves as he steps outside, leaving all the quiet that they could not hide. Love became a contract they both agreed to break, counting every breath that they didn't take. Now we rise the elevator down alone, while she turns back to an empty home. The driver asks where Marcus needs to go. He names a hotel near the riverbank. Upstairs, Maya checks the status roll. The green delivery light that goes blank. She moves his coffee mug beside the sink, rinses off the ring of dried brown drip. Neither one was closer to the brink. They just let the silver anchor slip. He checks his phone, she locks the gate. Two young adults who accepted fate. The rain begins against the glass, watching all the city signals pass. Static on her sleeves as he steps outside, leaving all the quiet that they could not hide. Love became a contract they both agreed to break, counting every breath that they didn't take. Now we rise the elevator down alone, while she turns back to an empty home. They built an empire out of midnight talks on rooftop gardens and downtown walks. Now Marcus keeps his eyes upon the street, and Maya feels the chill beneath her feet. No bitterness, no sudden flame, just two adults who outgrew the name. Static on her sleeves as he steps outside, leaving all the quiet that they could not hide. Love became a contract they both agreed to break, counting every breath that they didn't take. Now we rise the elevator down alone, while she turns back to an empty home. Damp cedar oil still in the air, an empty hanger on the bedroom chair. Marcus checks in at the front desk bar. Maya watches from the window afar. And uninvited thoughts place the quiet, rippling through the dark of this 34th floor studio. Your half-empty glass of oat milk sits on the marble edge, condensation dripping slow onto the polished zinc. I count the seconds, bleaching pulses of the smart city lights below. Blue and magenta streaking across the tinted glass bay window. Yeah, you were here 3 hours ago, folding your jacket, saying nothing that couldn't be unsaid. The air purifier hums its lowest note, filtered air replacing the amber perfume on my collar. I watch the soft focused shadow of my hand reach out to trace where your shoulder used to lean. Now the lens zooms out on a room built for one, panning slow across the space we made and undone. Shadows learn to move without us, taking the lead, leaving only wide angles and the quiet we don't need is love in high definition, fading to black. A long single shot, with no turning back. digital frame cycles to a beach in Portugal. Your laughter captured in high contrast color hue. I tilt my head listening for the phantom sound of your keys, but it's just the elevator shaft breathing behind the wall. You left a headband on the bedside, wireless dock, a tiny curve interrupting the seamless chrome setup. The air purifier hums its lowest note, filtered every place in the amber perfume on my collar. I watch the soft focus shadow of my hand reach out to trace where your shoulder used to lean. Now the lens zooms out on a room built for one, panning slow across the space we made and undone. Shadows learn to move without us, taking the lead, leaving only wide angles in the quiet. We don't need its love in high definition, fading to black, a long single shot, but no turning back. Cut to the foyer where the door didn't slam, just a soft click of the magnetic latch setting us free. We were so good at choreographing our silences until the stillness became too loud to breathe. The projector still hums on empty reels. The lens pulls back through the glass, just a lone figure static in the ambient glow. Fade out on everything we used to know. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. 40 pounds of dark walnut pressed into the rug beneath me, and I'm riding back to the boy sitting on the edge of a porch. You think the silence means she's leaning in to listen closer, but she's already counting down the months until July. You haven't felt the apartment freeze over yet. You're still buying cheap white roses at the corner bodega. I know you're holding on to every word she texts at 2 in the morning, thinking if you try a little harder you can change the climate. But the season is changing regardless of your hands, and I won't tell you to run away. Let yourself fall straight into the deep end tonight. Don't try to salvage the lease when the winter sets, and she's gonna leave you with a half-empty bookshelf and a lesson. And I swear to you, kid, you're gonna survive the quiet. You're gonna build a better life from what she breaks. Don't buy that second glass mug with the yellow rim. She takes her tea with almond milk and leaves the bag to steep forever, and then forgets it on a windowsill until it turns to ice. I know you love the mess right now, you think it makes her human, but in 3 years you'll realize it was just the start of moving out. I know you're holding on to every word she texts at 2 in the morning, thinking if you try a little harder you can change the climate. But the season is changing regardless of your hands, and I won't tell you to run away. Let yourself fall straight into the deep end tonight. Don't try to salvage the lease when the winter sets, and she's gonna leave you with a half-empty bookshelf and a lesson. And I swear to you, kid, you're gonna survive the quiet. sitting right where you're headed. Love her with everything you have tonight, and let her go when she asks for the keys. You'll be fine, we're fine, we're fine. Indigo light washes down the lemonade table, reflecting off 2 ice cubes melting in my glass. You take the seat across from me without asking, setting down a jacket, watching the minutes pass. Yeah, you ask me why I'm staring at my turned off screen, and I tell you somebody moved out this afternoon. You listen like a witness who does not know my past, under the synthetic glow of a late July moon. It is easier to speak when there is no history, no expectations tied to how the story goes. I tell you how we drifted into silent nights, a quiet distance that nobody really knows. We never exchanged first names across the table, just sitting in the dark of a stranger's quiet grace. I poured out all the love that could not save us to someone who will never see my face again. The city hums outside the sliding glass. We let the heavy moments break and pass. Yeah, you tell me about a girl who walked away last year, how you spent 3 months expecting her to call. I tell you how I packed her shoes inside a box, and how the hardest part was feeling nothing at all. The scientist shifts slow to electric violin, lighting up the space between our folded hands. There is comfort in a voice that does not need to stay, a casual kindness that simply understands. It's easier to speak when there is no history, no expectations tied to how the story goes. I tell you how we drifted into silent nights, a quiet distance that nobody really knows. Never exchanged first names across the table, just sitting in the dark of a stranger's quiet grace. I poured out all the love that could not save us to someone who will never see my face again. The city hums outside the sliding glass. We let the heavy moments break and pass. Sometimes the closest people become total shadows, and strangers in a lounge give you room to breathe. No promises to keep when the morning comes around, just 2 lost souls who eventually leave. You slide your empty cup toward the edge, stand up, nod your head, and step away. Indigo light washes down the table now, just me, my glass, and the space you filled. No names to remember, no hearts left to break. The hurt is quiet, the night is still. Rough rib corduroy catches on my palm as I pull this jacket off the bottom hook. The stiff cotton weave is still thick and calm, holding the shape of an old apartment look. One stroke against the grain and the room dissolves, taking me straight to that rainy, rainy June, where every small argument slowly turns and resolves under the violent wash of a neon moon. I close my eyes and the fiction turns warm. You are standing right beside the dryer door. The static crackles like a distant storm, and your quiet laughter falls onto the floor. 5-second flashback running on repeat, pulling me right back to when we were sweet. I can smell the lavender, feel the heavy sleep, forgetting for a moment that you had to leave. The weave holds your memory like a hidden thread, keeping alive every word you said. I remember how you smoothed out every crease, laying the damp linen flat along the board. You said caring for things brought a kind of peace, a quiet rhythm we could both afford. Now I fold my own clothes in the dark or flat, no soft hands adjusting the collar line. I just a scene where your thumb once sat, and the sudden rush of you bends back time. I close my eyes and the friction turns warm. You were standing right beside the dryer door. The static crackles like a distant storm, and your quiet laughter falls onto the floor. It is a 5-second flashback running on repeat, pulling me right back to when we were sweet. I can smell the lavender, feel the heavy sleep, forgetting for a moment that you had to leave. The weave holds your memory like a hidden thread, keeping alive every word you said. Sensory signals light to my skin, telling me love is still tucked within. I trace the line in, searching for your trace, but it is just dead fiber in an empty space. The memory fades as the warmth gives out, leaving me here with the modern doubt. I let go of the jacket sleeve, the flashback ends. You did not stay, we did not stay. Just rough corduroy under my palm, just quiet air. A small brass bookmark rests beside my lukewarm tea. You tucked it in page 42 before you walk out the door. My thumb moves across the engraved edge in the dim ambient lighting. I count the seconds between you leaving and my breathing getting heavy. We spent 3 years building a shared language. Now I am translating your silence into a final goodbye. I could press send on the message sitting in my drafts. I could pretend I didn't see you pack your favorite sweater, but the air in this apartment feels too still to fight. Every honest thought stays locked behind my teeth. I am sitting with the truth you left behind, watching the distance widen in my own mind. We called it patience when we stopped asking how we felt. Now we are two strangers standing in the ice. We watched melt to take your hand for tomorrow. I keep the quiet today. Nothing left to fix when there is nothing left to say. The shadow of the ceramic mug stretches across the polished wood. I hear the elevator descend down 7 floors. You left the spare set of keys right on the corner edge. No dramatic exit, just a soft click of the lock. I wonder if you felt the sudden drop in temperature, or if you were already cold 2 months ago. I could press send on a message sitting in my drafts. I could pretend I didn't see you pack your favorite sweater, but the air in this apartment feels too still to fight. Every honest thought stays locked behind my teeth. I am sitting with the truth you left behind, watching the distance widen in my own mind. We called it patience when we stopped asking how we felt. Now we are two strangers standing in the ice. We watched melt to take your half of tomorrow. I keep the quiet today. Nothing left to fix when there is nothing left to say. Wait, hey, hey. Maybe love does not end with the sudden shatter. It just recedes like water, pulling back from the shore. I trace the cold metal on the tabletop, learning how to exist without your name attached to mine. I'm not angry, I'm just clear. The hardest part is knowing I will get used Here's to you not being here. The brass bookmark does not move. The apartment absorbs the silence. I close the book. I let you go. Skateboard wheels click over asphalt cracks, echoing 4 stories up into your dark room. You haven't checked your lock screen in an hour, just staring at the pattern on your rug. I brought the green tea from the corner spot, the kind you always get when things fall down. You haven't said their name since I walked in, and you don't have to break the quiet now. I know that heavy feeling in your chest when every text you didn't send is sitting like that. You keep your thumb hovering right above the screen, replaying every single thing they said. Nobody needs to call them back tonight. Put down the phone and let the room stay still. If love was something you were holding tight, you don't have to fix the rupture on your own. I'll stay right here on the carpet edge with you, until the morning makes the shadows light. Your jacket's still hanging by the hallway mirror, the silver zip reflecting screen glow in the dark. They sent 3 messages you haven't read, asking if you made it back to your apartment block. You tell me that you thought this time was different, that 5 whole months meant something more than this. I watch you twist the silver band around your finger, mourning all the future plans you miss. I know that heavy feeling in your chest when every text you didn't send is sitting like lead. You keep your thumb hovering right above the screen, replaying every single thing they said. Nobody needs to call them back tonight. Put down the phone and let the room stay still. If love was something you were holding tight, you don't have to fix the rupture on your own. I'll stay right here on the carpet edge with you, until the morning makes the shadows light. We spent 3 years watching you build that bridge, brick by brick, holding back your own doubts. Now the river's taking back the whole foundation, and you're sitting in the rain without it now. But you are my best friend, and I have got your back. We can let the quiet heal the track. Nobody needs to call them back tonight. Put down the phone and let the room stay still. If love was something you were holding tight, you don't have to fix the rupture on your own. I'll stay right here on the carpet edge with you, until the morning makes the shadows light. Just let the traffic fade into the distance. Turn off the lamp on the low shelf. I am right here. You don't have to go through it by yourself. of cologne hangs in the hallway, clinging to every velvet drape. She checks her wristwatch by the mirror, adjusting a coat she used to hate. He stacks the blue ceramic plates, pretending that his hands are steady. 3 years of habit in this room, and neither one is truly ready. The apartment holds its breath around them, heavy with what they didn't say. She grabs her keys, he folds his arms. They swap a quiet practice smile. No elevated voices, no sudden alarms, just quiet distance, mile by mile. They taught each other how to fall, then taught each other how to run, leaving the room without a scene, undoing what was once begun. Oh, he keeps the apartment, she takes the car, both of them wondering where they are. It's love that ran out of space to grow, two people letting go. She drops the spare key on the marble tile next to a stack of unread mail. He watches her shadow reach the threshold, his quiet resolve beginning to fail. He remembers the nights when the bass would shake the floorboards down to the frame. Now the silence in the living room is calling out her middle name. She presses the button for the elevator down, holding her breath until it moves. She pulls her scarf, he checks his phone. They swap a quiet practice smile. No elevated voices, no broken bone, just quiet distance, mile by mile. They taught each other how to fall, they taught each other how to fall, then taught each other how to run, then taught each other how to run, leaving the room without a scene, undoing what was once begun. Oh, he keeps the apartment, she takes the car, both of them wondering where they are. It's love that ran out of space to grow, two people letting go. The city below keeps moving on, neon pulsing through the rain. He turns off the entryway lamp, she starts the engine on the lane. Nobody scream, nobody cry, no broken glass upon the floor, just two clean cuts across her life and a quiet closing of the door. The smell of clothes slowly fades away. He sits on the edge of the unmade bed. She hits the highway toward the coast. Nothing left that needs to be said. Two people letting go. Oh yeah. A single memory, custom motionless air, snapped in the silence into light glass. The projector beam in my mind starts up, dust motes floating through the narrative past. White shot, blue light through the floor to ceiling blind. Your silver ring gleaming on the glass nightstand. Medium close up on the way you lean back, leaving 2 inches of space between hand and hand. The camera doesn't lie about the distance growing. Every frame slowed down, so the edit shows we were already writing out the final credit roll, long before the curtain had a chance to close. This isn't a heartbreak song, it's a slow motion scene, tracing the shadow where you used to lean. Rack focus plot was told. Cut to the kitchen 7 months ago. Steam rising slow from a half-filled mug. You held your breath like a scene under thread, pulling back gently from a half-hearted hug. Depth of feel softens every promise we made. Overexposed in the mid-afternoon glare. I watched myself nodding in the background shot, pretending that the quiet wasn't standing right there. The camera doesn't lie about the distance growing. Every frame slowed down, so the edit shows we were already writing out the final credit roll, long before the curtain had a chance to close. This isn't a heartbreak song, it's a slow motion scene, tracing the shadow where you used to lean. Rack focus from the doorway to the empty drive, watching the story stop, feeling alive. The light bleeds off, the color gray turns cold. We sold the ending, ooh, before the plot was told. Freeze frame on your jacket, left behind on the chair. Low-key lighting, making art out of grief. No loud arguments, no dramatic execute, just a steady fade out brought us relief. The camera pans across the vacant floor, finding the space where you don't live anymore. Screen fades to charcoal gray, audio dissolves to static. The silence settles back into the room. Final take complete. Where do unspoken words actually go when you lock the display? I was thinking about that salad dressing you hated, and then my thumb hovered over your contact card, and my chest did that weird heavy drop, like an elevator slipping 2 floors. You said you liked my hands back in November. Now my fingers just tap against cold polished glass, wondering if your dog still barks at the delivery drone, or if you replaced the velvet rug we spilled grape juice on. The flow moving sideways without a warning. 1 second you are pulling my hair back in the shower, the next I am staring at a blank wall, calculating time zones. It does not even make sense. We were supposed to visit Tokyo in April. Now I do not even know if you drink green tea anymore. Do you still think in blue light when you cannot sleep? Are you deleting me in fragments or all at once? 'Cause I am picking through memories like who's changing the sofa. Half of it worthless, half of it saving my life. We love like a hurricane, broke like a promise, and now my brain will not stop rolling the footage backward. Did you get that promotion you cried about in June? My mind keeps jumping track from detail to detail. Smell of your sweater on my pillowcase. Wait, I washed that twice. So why do I still hear your laughter in the hallway? Static, you hated when I spoke too fast during arguments. Now I'm silent for hours just listening to the AC unit. Is it strange that I still check the weather in your city? 72 degrees, clear skies. You are probably out with someone new, or maybe you are sitting on your balcony, wondering the exact same thing. Thought A leads to thought B, leads to you on my couch, shoes off, feet on my lap, complaining about your supervisor. Then the memory snaps like a stretch rubber band, and I am alone in a 2030 high-rise, synthetic air, real heartbreak. How do 2 people go from sharing breath to becoming strangers who know each other's security codes? Do you still think in blue light when you cannot sleep? backward. Who answered first when you stopped calling me? Where does the affection settle when the connection drops? Just random synapses firing in the dark. Blue light, empty room, drifting between past and present. Do you think in blue light too? Do you think in blue light too?
This heavy chair presses deep into the floor, holding every ounce of grief you didn't ask for. You're 19 tonight, staring down your phone, convinced that leaving him means dying all alone. I know your knees are shaking against the kitchen wood. You're trying to forgive him like a good girl should. I'm writing from 30 across a sea of time to tell you that his promises were never worth a dime. You think this heartbreak is the end of your story. You think forgiving him will give you back your glory. But listen to me closely, put the glass down on the tray. There's a better kind of quiet waiting far away. Let him walk out into the cold. Don't beg for truth that was never told. You don't have to break your heart to keep him warm. You are not the anchor meant to ride his storm. Dry your eyes and let the silence heal. I promise you that someday this won't feel so real. Look at the dent in the leather where you sit, counting every mistake and trying to make it fit. He's gonna call it midnight with a soft half apology, and you want so bad to accept his little lie as honesty. Don't answer it, baby. Don't pick up the receiver. Stop trying to turn a sinner into a believer. The apartment gets quiet after the storm clears out, and you finally hear what your own life is about. You think this heartbreak is the end of your story. You think forgiving him will give you back your glory. But listen to me closely, put the glass down on the tray. There's a better kind of quiet waiting far away. Let him walk out into the cold. Don't beg for truth that was never told. You don't have to break your heart to keep him warm. You are not the anchor meant to ride his storm. Dry your eyes and let the silence heal. I promise you that someday this won't feel so real. 10 years later, I'm sitting in the light, wearing soft blue linen, sleeping through the night. I love a man who brings me peace without the noise, who never plays with my spirit like a childhood toy. So take a deep breath, child of my past. The pain in that chair was never built to last. Let him walk out into the cold. Don't beg for truth that was never told. You don't have to break your heart to keep him warm. You are not the anchor meant to ride his storm. Dry your eyes Burnt cardamom hangs in the draft, escaping from a cooling mug. He sits across the kitchen island, wrapped inside a heavy wool rug. Neither of them mentions a suitcase, resting silently beside the door frame. The apartment smells of sweet decay, a lingering perfume from yesterday. She checks her screen for a driver's tag. He shifts his glass on the marble top. 5 years distilled into a single bag, and neither knows how to make it stop. They love each other in the quiet hours. Now silence is the loudest room they share. Love became a habit made of plastic flowers, a faded scent lingering in the air. He doesn't reach to touch her wrist. She doesn't ask him why he stayed. Two shadows standing in the mist, watching every promise fade. She remembers when his laughter filled every corner of this narrow hallway. Now the air condition runs too chilled, and neither one has much left to say. He picks a piece of lint off his sleeve, counting down the minutes till she leaves. She checks the screen for a driver's tag. He shifts his glass on the marble top. Ooh, 5 years distilled into a single bag, and neither knows how to make it stop. They loved each other in the quiet hours. Now silence is the loudest room they share. Love became a habit made of plastic flowers, a faded scent lingering in the air. He doesn't reach to touch her wrist. She doesn't ask him why he stayed. Two shadows standing in the mist, watching every promise fade. A double beep outside the lower gate, the headlights sweep across the ceiling tile. They both pretend it isn't getting late, exchanging one polite and broken smile. He holds the door, she takes the strap. No final fight, no turning back. Oh, he holds her ember scent. He locks the deadbolt, turns off the light, wondering where the good years went. Alone inside the empty night. A sudden memory cuts through dead quiet, like a drop of ink inside clear water. You leaning back against the zinc counter, watching your reflection turn a bit softer. The smart glass dims to a deep purple glow, 20 floors above the city traffic flow. Neither of us makes a single move to speak. The stillness stretching thin and getting weak. Zoom in on your hand near the wireless pad, leaving every single promise that we had. The ambient light pulls a shadow on the floor, tracking every footstep heading for the door. A blue sensor blinks on the audio tower, counting down the minutes of our final hour. You slide your silver ring across the cool stone, leaving it behind so you can walk alone. The projector casts a wave across your face, framing every tear that leaves a shiny trace. It looks like a movie playing backward now, watching love unravel and forgetting how. You pull your jacket close, I hold my breath inside. High definition scene where two people hide. We were closer than skin just an hour ago. Now we fade to black in the midnight glow. Freeze frame on the latch as it turns around. A heavy mechanical cinematic sound. The hallway light cuts a bright white line, dividing your horizon. Far away from mine. No dramatic screaming, just a slow zoom out, capturing the ending of what love was about. The apartment hums as the door glides shut. Cold, clear glass and the deeper cut silence fills the space where you used to stay. The camera stays still while you walk away.
Across the ceiling space, a glowing digital pulse, keeping time in the dark. I close my eyes and fast forward 10 whole years, imagining the quiet when we finally drift apart. You will be living in a high-rise downtown, checking weather reports on a holographic screen. And I will be sitting in a quiet coffee lounge, passing right by you like a phantom in a dream. I picture how our eyes will barely catch, two polite strangers trying not to stare. You will adjust your coat and I will check my watch, breathing in the silence of the autumn air. Will we pretend we never shared a roof? Will we pretend we never had a proof? I am practicing the breakup in my head tonight, learning how to miss you before you are even gone. Rehearsing every silence under modern light, knowing love gets heavy when it lasts too long. Someday you will erase my current code. Someday I will walk down a different road. But tonight you are sleeping right beside my side, while I live the future where our feelings died. I imagine you at 33 or 34, cooking dinner for somebody I do not know. You will use that same slow curve to open up the door and tell them all the stories that you used to show to me. Your soft voice echoing through someone else's hall, my own memory reduced to wallpaper on the wall. I wonder if you will ever keep my silver ring, or if distance washes out every single thing. I picture how our eyes will barely catch, two polite strangers trying not to stare. You will adjust your coat and I will check my watch, breathing in the silence of the autumn air. Will we pretend we never shared a roof? Will we pretend we never had a proof? I am practicing the breakup in my head tonight, learning how to miss you before you are even gone. Rehearsing every silence under modern light, knowing love gets heavy when it lasts too long. Someday you will taking place, memorizing every detail of your sleeping face. The clock ticks forward to 02:15. You roll over in your sleep and pull me near. I hold you tight before the future takes its scene, losing you in advance right here, just right here, before the years appear.